Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 10th day of September. Here we go. I do have to skip ahead now of Yom Kippur and tell you a couple of Sukkot laws because you will, over the next few days, be buying an esrog and a lulav, and I need to make sure that you buy the right kind of thing. First of all, when picking an esrog, do not buy a round esrog. Round might look really nice to you and say, that's cool, look at that esrog, it's beautiful, it's all round. A round esrog is puzzle, it's not proper, and so don't buy that shape, okay? Once it's not round, all the other normal shapes of an esrog are pretty fine. The kind of most common one is that it's kind of like a pear shape, wide at the bottom, narrows up to a beautiful crown on the top. So that's the shape to look for, but not round. That would really be invalid, so don't get a round esrog. Next, as far as the color, don't get yourself a very dark green esrog. If an esrog is dark green and stays dark green throughout Sukkot, that's also invalid. Green is okay, but just not dark, dark, dark green. Okay. Also, when buying an esrog, this is not exactly a law, but just a practical piece of advice. Don't buy an esrog that's so yellow that it's already golden-ish, because if it's golden several days before Sukkot, it may be turning brown when Sukkot already arrives. That's not a law. That's just a beware kind of thing. So I would suggest that you buy it greenish, some green, some yellow, and then it's going to be kind of like a beautiful color by the time Sukkot arrives. Other facts, what to look for. Your esrog does not actually have to have a pitom up on top of it. That's that beautiful little neck and pom-pom thing on the top of the esrog. It only has to have that if it grew there with the esrog. Then if it falls off, it ruins the esrog. But if there never was a pitom on the esrog, then your esrog is totally fine without that pitom. And you'd have to have a seller that you trust who tells you, this batch here, these are my esrogs that grew without pitoms on them, and then you're allowed to choose that kind of an esrog, and it's totally, totally fine. Or if you do choose one with a pitom, just be very gentle and delicate with it, because if it falls off, your esrog is kind of like ruined. Last thing just to say here real quickly is when looking at the esrog, make sure that it has no messed up spots that are all black or like scrapes or bites almost missing out of the outer skin of the esrog. That could ruin the esrog, and especially watch for that near the top third of the esrog. That's the area that has to be most clean and perfect, of no nicks and missing spots and all that. If you're unsure, show your esrog to a rabbi. It's a good idea to do that anyway, so he can help you decide if it's a valid esrog. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.